are ya? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Wednesday, October the 28th, 2020. We got a happy birthday shout out going out to Linda Nash. So, hey, without further ado, hey, Miss Nash, this song is for you. I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I'ma say. You know, Linda, you're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Hey, that's another trip around the sun you have made. You know, I heard that you're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. And many more. You cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha. Hey, there you go, Linda. That one's all for you. It's Linda's day today. She's taking the whole birthday. She's doing with it what she may, because today is her birthday. It's Linda's birthday. Hey. Hey, you got an extra, so there you go. Hope you're happy and I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, hey, I got some Shen Show likes. These are the friends that like the Shen Show. Man, we got Jamie O'Driscoll. That's right, Jamie O'Driscoll. She's out there and all the time. She's checking out my face online. Then we got Martin Kelly. He's there, that's for sure. I'm glad he is because, hey, without people like Jamie and Martin and Steve and Leony and Tina and Cindy and my pokey pals, Amanda Sue Little. Oh, I tell you, I just don't know what I would do without them. But I tell you what, there are some silent fans out there too. Those who do not hit the like button all the time. I know Lisa Foster, she's always watching in the background back there, but she hardly ever hits the likey sign. I know she does watch it though, 'cause she just told me on a different post. So there you go, Lisa. Thank you for watching. And Craig Wyant. See, these are my silent Shin Show watchers. Craig Wyant, also a silent Shin Show watcher. And these are folks that, you know, sometimes they can catch the show, sometimes they can't catch the show, but they're never got time to hit the okie dokie thumbs up mark down below. And so, hey, that's all right. That's all right, mama. That's all right with me. I said, that's all right, baby. Hey, can't you see? I said, that's all right now. Oh, baby, that's all right now. That's all right with me. I said, that's all right, mama. That's all right with me. That's all right, baby. Oh, baby, can't you see? Yes, that's all right. That's all right with me. All right, anyway, how about some weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area? Today's weather forecast is going to be brought to us by Papa John's Pizza. Yes, sir, I tell you what, Papa John's Pizza is one of the finest pizza restaurants out there, and I tell you, I love it because I can have it round or square. That's right, you can have the pointy tip if you like, or squaredy squared, which is the way I prefer it on account of eating it with a fork is just the way I got to do it. I tell you what, I got the fork out, I get the fork out to eat my pizza on account of I can't pick it up by hand no more. And so, what I do is I order myself up one of their specialties. Yes, sir. The Works pizza. That's right, it's got all kinds of different ingredients on there, like pepperoni and sausage and hamburger and black olives and mushrooms and cheese and red sauce and blah, 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 blah. I just can't wait to hardly ever get myself into one of them. They're just as tasty as they can be. As a matter of fact, I think I've talked myself into calling up tonight and getting me one. I'll call 'em up and they'll just say, "Hello, Papa John's Pizza. It's Shenandoah Briscoe." And they'll say, "Do you want the Pepsi with that and them hot wings?" And I say, Sure I do. Don't you know it's true? Gotta have them hot wings and that ice cold Pepsi Cola to wash 'em down with. hmm And then to top it all off, man, I tell you what, they got the bestest brownie. Oh man, that brownie has got chocolate chips in it and it is divine. It's almost sinful to taste that thing. It's so chocolatey sweet and delicious. Mm. I can't wait. I'm gonna have to finish up this blog and get my pizza on order on the ring-a-ding-ding on the telephone. That's right. I'm sorry about that. I just convinced myself. I hope y'all enjoy yourself and always think of Papa John's Pizza when you get hungry. All right, tonight's weather forecast for the remainder of the day is rain. Yeah, well, periods of rain, potentials for heavy rainfall, lows around 43 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north and northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain is 100% since how it's been already falling down out there. I heard it dump a while ago right there on the roof. It didn't come through, but boy, it hit awful hard. I could hear it. I could hear it. Rainfall is near a inch or so, no, half inch. And so there you go. And then how about Thursday? Oh my goodness. Thursday, October the 29th, got rain ending early. Remaining clouds with highs remaining cloudy, high all day with a 48 degree. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour and chances of rain 60%. A few clouds from time to time overnight with highs around 32 degrees Fahrenheit and winds are going to be north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now, I'll tell you what, about Friday, October the 30th. Now, see, that was Halloween, and I was going to go see my dentist, but I've got a new character working, a new caregiver working and starting on Halloween Day. And well, I may not be able to make it over there in time because I don't want to cut my care short because I don't want my caregiver thinking, oh, well, we don't have nothing to do over here. We just throw some clothes on the man and get him up out the bed and shoot him out the door. But that's not the way it works. It only works like that if I got places to go. But otherwise, I got some range of motion to be doing and all whatnot like that. So anyway, Friday, October the 30th, it ain't Halloween. It's the day afore. But that's okay. It's going to be sunny. Oh, yeah. Sunny skies around 54 degrees Fahrenheit with the winds are going to be light and vulnerable or variable, whichever you prefer to say. Southwest at 4 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies overnight with lows around 36 degrees, that is, not 63. Just about superimpose them. Winds are going to be light and variable southeast at 4 miles per hour. Now we're going to bump it on up to 62 degrees tomorrow, or for October the 31st. I said tomorrow, meaning tomorrow from Friday. Saturday, October the 31st, mostly sunny skies, highs around 62 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies, lows around 42 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. See, Friday would have been an excellent day to go, and I can't do it. Doggone it. Ain't it the way? Ain't that just the way? I could probably go over and see my dentist at her home, but I don't think she wants me coming over to her home because, well, that's just not proper. All right, then how about Sunday? Sunday, November the 1st, got sunny skies. That's right. Highs around 49 degrees Fahrenheit with winds northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. That's right. And we're going to have northwest winds at about 18 mostly. And then clear skies overnight with lows around 28 degrees Fahrenheit. And winds are going to be northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then, my friends, Monday, November the 2nd. That's the day before voting day. So it's going to be beautiful and sunny and warm and nice. Well, I say warm. It's only going to be 51 degrees Fahrenheit at sunny skies, highs around 51, with the winds west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then, my friends, it's going to be mostly clear skies overnight with lows around 37 degrees Fahrenheit. And winds are going to be light and variable southwest at 5 miles per hour. Now, that's a good thing to have them at 5 miles per hour. And the reason that is because if you've got your temperatures at those at those temperatures, I mean those them winds coming in from southwest, it might end up being a good thing because well, we might end up with a good day the following day. You know what I'm saying? We might on voter day, November the Monday, Tuesday, November the 3rd, we might come up with a very good day. So that's what we got to say. Have a happy voter day. Don't forget to vote. You need to turn out. Um, you know something that somebody pointed out to me today was this right here. Ezekiel 10:2. Wake up, cut line. Okay, Ezekiel 10:2. Paste that. Go to sleep. Now, this is something that Ezekiel 10:2 says, which really threw me for a loopster. You know what I'm saying? It threw me for a loopster because, wait a minute, what'd they do? Change the format of my Bible? We're going to try this again. I don't know why that says that, why it's doing that. The New International Version of the Bible, which is the one I normally read, says this for Ezekiel 10:2. Go to sleep. Says this for Ezekiel 10:2. The Lord said to the man clothed in linen, go in among the go in among the wheels beneath the cherubim. Fill your hands with burning coals from among the cherubim and scatter them over the city. And as I watched, he went in. Now that ain't right. The New Living Translation. That ain't right. Now that just ain't fire. Wake up. Start notepad. Paste that. Go to sleep. Ezekiel 10:2. And the Lord said to the man clothed. Well, see, this ain't even what I. Somebody pointed out to me and they put it on there as that was it, and that ain't it. Tain't it at all. All right. Well, I am upset. I am upset. Ezekiel 10:2. Now that I've looked it up and about made a fool of myself online on my video. Thank you very much. I'm not going to mention any names, but there it is. It says that this was, well, it could be Ecclesiastics. We'll try that. Ecclesiastics 10:2. Ecclesiastics 10:2. We'll try that one. There we go. The heart of the wise man inclines to the right, but the heart of the fool inclines to the left. Go figure. And God knows. Of course, God knows. All right, I could mention the name now, but I'm not gonna. You know who you are, as long as you're watching. If you're watching the show, you know who you are. All right, anyway, did I get everybody? I sure did. I'm pretty sure I did. Yep, Ezekiel 10:2. No, Ecclesiastics. Wake up. Select Ezekiel. Ecclesiastics. Go to sleep. Yeah, that was Ecclesiastics 10:2. Yeah, okay. Anyway, Todd will be watching the show, and if you're not, I'm going to send it over to you anyway. That way you'll know that I nearly messed up for us. But you were correct, and I was mistaken. Mistaken. You all thought I was going to be wrong. No, I thought I was wrong once before, but I've never been wrong in my life. Just thought I was once before, but I was simply mistaken that time too. So just be sure that you know. And do you know why I can get away with that? because you know I'm good looking. That's right, you sure do. And I ain't got to tell you, you can just look in that screen right there and you can see me all day long, good looking as I can get. Right, fellers? Don't, uh, don't tell your girls that they had to turn off the TV every time I come on. I know, it's hard for you to compete with me, but it's something you'll have to learn to live with. All right, all right. Let's do a song. How about a song? Uh, what the good Lord told me. I ought to pick out a good song to sing. What'll make me shout? Oh, the good Lord told me. I ought to pick out. 'Cause song lyrics, I was there when it happened. And I guess I ought to know. There are some people who say we cannot tell whether we are saved or whether all is well. I say we only can hope and trust that it is so. But I was there when it happened, and I guess I ought to know. Yes, I know when Jesus saved me. Yes, he saved my soul. The very moment he forgave me. Yes, he made me whole. He took away my heavy burdens. And yes, he took away my sins. And he gave me peace within. Gave me peace within. Satan can't make me doubt it. Oh, it's real, and I'm gonna shout it, 'cause I was there when it happened. Oh, my Lord, and I guess I ought to know. Yes, I ought to know. Now I don't care who tells me salvation is not real. Though the world may argue that we cannot feel the heavy burdens lifted and the veil of sin is gone. But I was there when it happened, and I guess I ought to know. Yes, I know when Jesus saved me. Oh, yes, the very minute he forgave me. He took my heavy burdens, and he gave me peace within. All Satan can't make me doubt it. It's real, and I'm here to shout it. 'Cause I was there when it happened, and I guess I ought to know. Yes, I was there when it happened, and I guess I ought to know. All right, all right, all right. Any of the rest of you out there want to sing a song? How about it? You all just throw down the song lyrics and I'll try to sing along. That's right, you type it in one of these days right down below, and I'll try to do my darndest to get her up and to get her to go. How about it? How about something quick and something fast? We're gonna do an uneasy rider. Song lyrics, uneasy rider. That's right, we're going to do it. Well, I was taking a trip on out to L.A., tooling along in my Chevrolet, toking on a number and digging on the radio. Just as I crossed that Mississippi line, I heard that highway starting to whine, and I knew that left rear tire was about to go. Well, the spare was flat, and I got uptight 'cause there wasn't a filling station in sight, so I just limped her down the shoulder on the rim. Well, I went as far as I could, and when I stopped the car, it was right in front of this little bar, kind of a redneck looking joint called the Dewdrop Inn. Well, I stuffed my hair up under my hat, and I told the bartender that I had a flat, and would he be kind enough to give me change for a one? Well, yeah, there was one good thing. I was sure glad to see that there wasn't a soul in the place except for him and me, and well, uh, there we go. Yeah, here we go. There was one thing I was sure proud to see. There wasn't a soul in the place except for him and me, and just looked disgusted and pointed towards the phone. I called up the station down the road a ways, and he said they wasn't very busy today, and well, he could have somebody out there in 10 minutes or so. Well, He said, now you just stay right where you're at. And, well, I didn't bother to tell the doggone fool that I sure as heck didn't have no place else to go. But I just ordered up a beer and sat down at the bar. When some big guy walked in and said, "Who owns this car with the peace sign, some mag wheels, and the floor on the floor?" Well, he looked at me and I darn near died, and I decided that I'd just wait outside, so I laid $1 on the bar and headed for the door. Well, just when I thought I'd get out of there with my skin, these are three big dudes come a strolling in with one old drunk chick and some fellas with green teeth. Well, I was almost to the door when the biggest one said, "Tip your hat to this lady, son," and well, when I did, all that hair fell out from underneath. Now, the last thing I wanted was to get in a fight in Jackson, Mississippi on a Saturday night, and, well, especially when there was three of them, and, well, there was only one of me. Well, they all started laughing, and I felt kind of sick, and I knew I'd better start thinking of something pretty doggone quick, and so I just reached out and kicked old Green Teeth right in the knee. Well, he let out a yell that would curl your hair, and before he could come up and move, I grabbed me a chair and said, "Now watch him, folks. He's a fairly dangerous man. Well, you know, man, he may be dumb, but that's just a disguise. He's an undercover agent for the FBI, and he's been sent down here to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan." Well, he was bent over, a hollering and holding on to his knee, and everybody else was a looking and a listening to me. And I later on thicker and heavier as I went. And I said, "Well, you'd believe this man has gone as far as to tearing Wallace stickers off the bumpers of cars, and he even voted for George McGovern for president. Well, he's a friend of them long-haired hippie type of pinko fags, and I bet you he's even got a commie flag tacked up on the wall inside his garage. Now, he's a snake in the grass, and I tell you guys, he may look dumb, but that's just a disguise. He's a mastermind in the ways of espionage." Well, they started looking real suspicious at him, and he jumped up and said, "Now, you just wait a minute, Clem. You know he's a lying. I've been living here all of my life. I'm a faithful follower of Brother John Birch, and I belong to the Antioch Baptist Church, and I ain't even got a garage. You can call home and ask my wife." Well, then he started saying something about the way I was dressed, and but I didn't wait around to hear the rest. I was too busy moving and hoping I didn't run out of luck. Yeah, well, and when I hit the ground, I was making tracks, and they was just taking my car down off the jacks, and so I threw the man a 20, and I jumped her in and fired that mother up. Well, Mario and Dreddy would have sure been proud the way I was moving when I passed that crowd and coming out the door headed towards me in a trot. And I guess I should have gone ahead and run, but somehow I couldn't resist the fun of chasing them just once around that parking lot. Well, they headed for the cars, but I hit the gas and I spun around and head 'em off at the pass, and well, I slung a slinging gravel and putting a ton of dust in the air. Well, I had 'em all out there stepping and fetching like their heads was on fire and their whoops was a catching. But I figured I ought to go ahead and split before the cops got there. Well, when I hit the road, I was really wheeling. I had gravel flying and a rubber squealing, and I didn't slow down till I was almost to Arkansas. I think I'm going to reroute my trip. I wonder if anybody would think I flipped if I went to L.A. via Omaha. All right, there you have it. There's a friend. Hey, that one's for you, Steve. Steve Clary. That's right. I forgot about putting Steve Clary's name on the list, but that's all right. He'll remember it with this. I'll talk about him later on in the show. But right now, it looks like it's time for us to get off of here and find the rust a bucket, don't you know? I got to tell some stories to my little ones, my youngins, my grandkids, and my grandson and granddaughter, don't you know? So here we go. I'm going to roll on over to story time, and we'll just start to try to unwind. I'm going to try one more song because, well, this just ain't getting along because I've got one more song to go. There's something in my craw that I've been trying to get out after all, but I don't know what song it is. So another fast one is going to have to do because this one right here is not going to let me ever get through. Ha ha. Hey, here we go. How about the devil went down to Georgia? I didn't. Song lyrics. The devil went down to Georgia. I had not said a song lyrics, and so therefore they picked me up a bitty I-O, and I didn't want a bitty I-O. I wanted the words to the song. And now here we go. This is the way she went. I'm going to throw her down. I'm going to throw her down quick. So listen to every word as I go. I said, well, the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind 'cause he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he come across that young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, well, the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and he said, boy, let me tell you what. Doom, 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 doom. Now, yeah, I bet you didn't know it, boy, but I'm a fiddle player too, and if you care to take it there, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you play a pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I'll bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, 'cause I think I'm better than you. Well, the boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're going to regret, 'cause I'm the best it's ever been. Well, now, Johnny, rosin up your bow and play your fiddle hard, 'cause hell's broke loose in Georgia, and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this Johnny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul. Well, the devil opened up his case and he said, I'll start this show, and fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. And he pulled that string across them strings, and it made an evil hiss, and a band of demons joined in, and sounding something like this. Boom ba doom 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 da doom dum. Dum da da doom da doom doom da doo doo dum da doo doo da doo doo doo. Wee. Well, when the devil finished, Johnny said, well, you're pretty good, old son, but sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done. Fire on the mountains, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house with the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan picking out dough. Granny does dog bite, no child, no. Well, the devil bowed 'cause he knew that he'd been beat, and he laid that fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. And Johnny said, devil, y'all come on back if you ever want to try it again, 'cause I done told you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best that's ever been. And he played Fire on the Mountains, Run, Boys, Run. Devil's in the house with the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan picking out dough. Granny does dog bite, no child, no. All right, there we go. I got through it. I got through it. That's all there was to it. Now we're going to do some story time for the kids. That's right, bring the kids all up and around the old video show. Come on now. Are y'all ready? Are you ready to get the show on the road? Well, we're going to do some little stories. What's a wet pants story? Oh no, I remember that one. And then the magic story, the princess and the dragon skin, the two frogs. We done all these so far. What's next? What is next on the big agenda? We're trying to find some other stories. Wise old man, the hare with many friends, reluctant dragon, the little prince summary, and now the golden swan. That's the one. That's our next story for today is the golden swan. The Golden Swan. Once upon a time, a golden swan lived in a pond. Near the pond lived a poor woman with her two daughters. The family was extremely poor and lived a very long, tough life. The swan came to know about the lady who was having a very hard time with her daughters. The swan thought to herself, if I shed them one after another, one of my golden feathers, the poor lady can sell them, and make money of it, and her daughters can also live a life of comfort. After a lot of contemplation, the swan went to the poor lady's house. Seeing the swan at her home, the lady asked, "Why are you here? Why, we have nothing to offer." The swan replied calmly, "I have not come here to take anything from you, but I have a small proposal for you. I will shed one of my feathers, one by one, and you can sell them. The money raised for it can help you people live a comfortable life." Saying this, the swan shed. It was one feather and flew off. But by by bit, it became a regular routine. The swan used to come, and its one feather and leaves. It shed its one feather and it left. The mother and the daughters started living happily and were content with their life. But not the greedy mother. She became greedy to get all the feathers of the swan. Now the mother explained her to her daughters, "We shall not trust the swan hereafter. If she flies away with her feathers, we will have no feathers to sell, and we will be poor again. We will take all of its feathers the very next time it comes." But the daughters pleaded, "But it will hurt the swan, mother." But the mother was highly determined to get all the feathers, so the next time when the swan came, she grabbed it and pulled out all her feathers out. But to her surprise, the golden feathers on the swan turned into some another strange feathers. The mother was completely shocked to see this. The golden swan told her, "All I wanted to do was help you, but you wanted to kill me. I used to shed my one golden feather as per my own wish. Now my feathers are nothing more than just mere chicken feathers to you. Think now there is I think now there is no need for my help. I am going and never returning to this place again." The mother cried and apologized for her mistake. "Never be greedy," said the swan, and left. The moral to this story is exceed greed. Exceed greed. Excess greed brings nothing. Okay. The next one is the wind and the moon. The Wind and the Moon is another beautiful story for children. And here we go. Once upon a time, there lived two friends under the same shade of rock. Both of them were childhood friends, even though one of them was a tiger and the other was a lion. They had been friends at the time when they could not make the difference in both of them, so their friendship was not strange to them. The part of the mountain in which they lived was very peaceful, because a monk also used to live under the same rock. One day the friends got into a futile argument for some unknown reason. Everyone knows the fact that could that cold comes only when the moon decreases from full to new," said the tiger. But a lion said, "My stupid fellow, it's not how it works. The cold comes when the moon increases from new to full." The argument just got heated up and had no end. Both of them were firm at their own opinions and were not ready to move. They could not find a method of dissolving this growing disagreement. So they started calling each other ill names. Suddenly, they realized that their friendship is more important than this futile argument. Finally, they decided to the learned go to the monk to go and learn to the learned monk, as he surely would be knowing the correct answer. Both friends went to the peaceful hermit and vowed to pay their respects. The monk asked the reason for their sudden arrival. They both presented their opinions and asked for the correct answer to their question. The monk thought for a moment about it, and for a while and said, "It could be cold in any way, in any form of the moon, but it knew to full, or again back to full. It is the wind that causes the cold. Therefore you both were right on your parts, and neither of you defeated one or another." The wise monk also said, "You both share such a healthy and loving bond since childhood. It is not good for you both to quarrel on such petty things, and separates and things like this separate you. The most important thing is to live in unity, and there is nothing more important than being united." The lion and the tiger understood clearly what the monk meant, and thanked him for such advice. They always lived happily in and in peace afterwards. The moral of this story is weather comes and weather goes, only true friendship remains. Alrighty, my friends, there you go. That was bedtime stories for the kids. Looks like it's time for our daily bread portion of the program. In the daily bread portion of the dead baby portion, the daily bread portion of the program today is going to be brought to us by the Bible with Briscoe 2020. Yes, sir, the Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2020 will be Jeremiah 15 through 17 and 2 Timothy 2. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2020. All right, let's see who it's for. That is today's uh, insight for the thing, and we're going to read scripture for today's devotion. And who's it for? Who is it for? 2 Samuel 23:13 through 17. 2 Samuel 23:13 through 17. During harvest time, 3 of the 30 chief warriors came down to David at the cave of Adullam, where a band of Philistines were encamped in the valley of Rephaim. At that time David was in the stronghold, and the Philistines' garrison was at Bethlehem. David longed for water, and said, "Oh, that someone would get me a drink of water from the well near the gate of Bethlehem." So the 3 mighty warriors broke through the Philistine lines, drew water from the well near the gates of Bethlehem, and carried it back to David. But he refused to drink it. Instead, he poured it out before the Lord. "Far be it from me, Lord, to do this," he said. It is not the blood of men who went at the risk of their lives, and David would not drink it. Such were the exploits of the three mighty warriors. So the water was for God, and so he poured the water out that they had retrieved for him to God. Now that was 2 Samuel 13 through 17, which concludes the daily bread portion of the program today, uh, which was brought to you by the Bible with Briscoe 2020, a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2020 daily so that you can be caught up on your scriptures to complete your Bible within 1 year. All right, hey, that looks like it's it for the Shen Show. So thanks for tuning in. You've got him. He's here. He's here daily. So come on back and say, hey, you know what? This here's been Shenandoah Briscoe saying, oh, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. Oh, I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. Oh, I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Alrighty, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna buy myself a Papa John's pizza and set myself down to eat her on up. So y'all have a great night. This here's Ben Shenandoah Fresco saying hello and how are you? You know, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow, 'cause well, hey, I'll be here and I hope that you are too.